Yo, what is up guys? FaZe here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and today I'm going to be going over and comparing the K-91 and the0BJECT-752. Both of these vehicles are currently in the store right now. You can get both of them for gold, and I'm basically going to let you know if both these vehicles are worth the gold that they're going for. I'm going to be giving you guys live gameplay on both vehicles just to show you how decent they are in a real situation, and letting you know my opinions on the prices and which one I recommend getting. Now, starting off with the K-91, it's going for 10,000 gold. You can also get it for actual currency money, and if by doing that you get kit coins. If you buy it with gold, you don't get the kit coins. But in my opinion, if you're going to buy this, buy it in gold, since it'll be a bit cheaper, especially with the gold bundles that are currently in the store. First of all, you can see that there is a camouflage. The legendary camouflage, to be exact, for the K-91. It looks okay, in my opinion. It's very brown. It doesn't have PBR graphics, so maybe it'll look better with that. It comes with an avatar, which obviously is not worth much. ×5 boosters, which only apply to the K-91, unfortunately, so it means you cannot use it on your tech tree vehicles. The tank also comes with an order that you can complete to get and receive 3 mystery containers if you do 75,000 damage in any Soviet tank, so you don't need to just do it in the K-91. You also get the tank fully equipped. Now, the vehicle is pretty sweet. I have mentioned in my full-on review if you'd like to see that, but I don't really like the tank too much. It is a fantastic tank, and you can do really well in it since it has an auto loader. And because of that auto loader, obviously it's a lot more fun than normal average tanks that only shoot one shell. You have the gun on the K-91 is a bit better and also worse than the 752, and I'll be getting over why in just a moment. But starting off, the gun has a 3.5 second interclip reload with 3 shells in the magazine. It's a 350 alpha gun, so you can expect doing 1,000 damage in a full clip. Now, the vehicle only has 7 degrees of gun depression, unfortunately, so you can't really use this on most ridgelines. It is going to give you the similar aspects as a VZ55, where you are struggling with gun depression in most situations. However, the K-91 is a fantastic armored vehicle. Not necessarily in the front of the vehicle, but the side scraping capabilities of this vehicle is fantastic, since you have 100 millimeters of armor on the side of the vehicle, which is 30 more millimeters than that on the 752, which makes a big difference when side scraping. Now, the turret on the K-91 can be penned by premium rounds, especially by tier 10s. You won't have a strong turret. However, because of the clip potential and the short reload time of 16.30 seconds, it means you can dump a lot of damage very quickly. As you can see, the damage per minute on this vehicle is 2,700 damage per minute, which is just fantastic for a tier 9 heavy tank. Now, moving on to the 752 bundle, you get the 752 fully equipped for 17,500 gold, which is 7,500 gold more than the K-91. And while the tank is a fantastic tank, I don't really think 17,500 gold is a good price for a tier 9 collectible heavy tank. Now, both of these vehicles are both tier 9 and they are Soviet tanks. The bundle for the 752 has the mystery box containers. You get the legendary camouflage for the 752, which looks okay. I like the blues on the camouflage. Not a big fan of all the planets and stuff, but you know, it's not for everyone. And the moose avatar, obviously, again, not worth much, and you get it fully equipped. Now, for 2,500 gold cheaper, you can get the tank bare bone with no equipment, no avatar, no legendary camouflage, nothing, nada, for 15,000 gold, which is actually a decent price. If you're wanting this tank, I highly suggest going for the 15,000 gold one, since a camouflage, a few crates that obviously are not going to give you anything guaranteed, and a legendary camouflage is not going to give you value for your money. So I would recommend just saving up and using your credits that you have to fully equip it out and use any ordinary camouflage on the vehicle instead of spending that extra 2,500 gold. But that is obviously up to you. Now, between both of these vehicles, which one do I recommend? For the price that the I really can't recommend it. However, it is a collectible vehicle, meaning that you can get 5,000 gold back if you end up wanting to sell it. So you can get a bit of gold back from the vehicle if you ever sell it, which I don't really recommend either. Now, the K-91 is going for 10,000 gold, which is just a fantastic price for a tier 9 heavy tank, since tier 8 tanks have actually gone and been sold for a higher price than this tier 9 heavy tank. And the K-91 is a good tank. I have already done a K-91 full-on review, and if you'd like to see that, there will be a link at the top right of your screen right about now. Going on to the 752, equipment-wise, I'm running calibrated shells, since this tank has absolutely crazy pen for a tier 9 heavy tank, and it just means you'll butter straight through tier 10s. running enhanced gun laying drive, refined gun, defense system, enhanced armor. You can change enhanced armor to improved assembly if you like. And toolbox, high-end consumables, I'm running engine accelerator and improved optics. The only one I would really say you could possibly change to get a different outcome out of this vehicle is calibrated shells. You can change to improved ventilation, which I don't really recommend. And then you can also change enhanced armor to improved assembly. Now going on to provisions, I am running extra combat rations, I'm running improved fuel and condensed milk. Consumables, because this is an auto loader, you don't get adrenaline, so I'm running engine power boost, repair kits, and multi-repair kits. And you can swap out the engine boost for automatic fire extinguisher if you'd like, but the tank doesn't really get set on fire that often. Now, what's really nice about the vehicle, I'll put the stats up on the screen right about now while we wait to get into a game. It has 8 degrees of gun depression. If you're looking for a more mobile heavy tank, the K-91 is actually going to be the better option here. While it is a bit slower, it isn't the slowest one out there, so you will get into the positions when possible. But in my opinion, if you're looking for a vehicle with 8 degrees of gun depression, solid alpha, and a similar playstyle to the OBJECT-752, I do recommend the ST1 at tier 9 Russian heavy tank that is in the tech tree, so it is free. Now we get a shot into that IS-8, maybe we can get another one, and this is why a clip is just broken, because that IS-8 shot 1 shell at me and had to reload, where I was able to just put 2 shells into him and then reload, and that is why auto reloaders, or autoloaders in my instance, are just absolutely broken. Now, I'm going to be a bit aggressive here since the heavy tanks on the enemy team are tier 8s. They do have a few tier 9s, but the tier, as you saw, the IS-8 was stock, so we shouldn't really have a problem dealing with him. Now, as you can see, when running calibrated, I am using AP against that ML, and I can completely pin his turret, no problem. And you're going to get that out of this vehicle. Even the Tiger 2 is very armored at tier 8, but with this vehicle, you can completely penetrate them, no problem. Now, I almost shot my shell into the bottom of that E75 and almost scuffing my shell out, but as you can see, that E75 tried to go for my hatch there, and he kind of messed up. Now, I did mess up my shell on that E75. Not sure what my light tank is doing here. He is a very special character, I guess. Now, because there's no adrenaline, you do find yourself just sitting here like I'm in the front line, but I have to sit here and wait for my shells to load. And I guess that could be fun to some people. I love the fact that I can just dump 2 shells, and in that instance, that is quite fun on the vehicle, but I don't like sitting and waiting for my shells, and because you need to wait for those shells, it doesn't make the 752 a good frontline holding heavy tank, since you need to wait for shells and you don't have that DPM to just dump on enemies to hold them back. Now, as you can see, I'm going to get rushed here because my team is just sitting back now, and maybe we can clear this charioteer over here. If I take a shell from him, it doesn't really matter because I'll just be able to clear him, and I'm going to load HE to make sure that the shell kills him. I'm going to pull forward before that ML can shoot me, and I'm going to try get into side scraping position. Now, I must say that the side scraping abilities of this vehicle is not great. You only have 70 millimeters on the side, so if you're thinking you're going to side scrape reliably, you should not think that, because it's not going to work well in your favor. Now, the heat is fantastic. As you can see, I can just pen the upper part of that E75's turret, no problem, and my team is somehow failing this. We might lose this, to be honest, and if we do, this will be absolutely ridiculous, because I don't see how we're able to lose this if we are... What I meant to say is that I don't know how my team is losing this, because this seems to be a very easy game, but my team doesn't know what they're doing. I don't want to get shot by that 752. If I can, I should have reloaded my clip, but actually I think it was a good thing that I kept onto my shells, since I will be able to get a shell into this T30. I tracked the T30, hoping to get into a face hug position right now. I'm going to aim up so that he has a harder time hitting my hatches, and he might back up and just kill me, since... No, we do manage to get a bounce. Now the ML might get his last shell into me, which would absolutely suck. Can we pin the side of this T30 with HE? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. He does reload quicker than me, so maybe we can get into a face hug position once again and try to see if we can win this. Now, the ML is behind me, so he will be able to clip me out and put some shells into me and maybe kill me here in a second, which would suck. And as you can see, there was nothing much I could really do there. I bounced 3,200 damage, and that is why the 752 is just a fantastic tank. And there was nothing really much I could do there. My team kind of fell apart very easily. My Tiger 2 couldn't even aim a shell in here, and I don't even know where he was the entire game. As you can see, the 752 did very well in this game. However, we did manage to lose. I haven't mentioned it before, the 752 feels like you do no damage, but you end up doing a lot. Like here, I did 6,000 damage, and that really did not feel like I did 6,000 damage. I honestly felt like I did 2,500 damage max. So in a way, it is fun because you're dumping shells and you're doing a lot of damage without even realizing it. Let me know what you guys think about my opinions in this video. Obviously, I mentioned that I think that the 752 is going for a very, very ridiculous price. for 17,500 or 15,000 gold, I don't really recommend the 752, even though it is a fantastic tank. And you can buy the K-91 for 10,000 gold, being 5,000 or 7,500 gold cheaper than the 752, and the K-91 is actually going to give you a very similar playstyle. So in my opinion, if you have the gold, yeah, get the 752 since it is a fantastic tank. But if you're looking for a tier 9 premium tank that can make credits and get you XP, then the K-91 is going for a fantastic price. 10,000 gold is just a bargain for a tier 9 heavy tank. Let me know what you guys think by leaving a comment down below or in my Discord server. There is a link to that in the description of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You can let me know by leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hopefully your shells hit their marks and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.